Hey there, Partridge Kids, welcome to STEWY'S 2021 Music Lesson of the Week.
Hey there, Year 3-4 students, and welcome back to another edition of STEWY'S Music Online. A very similar lesson format to last week. Some recorder in part 1, dance in part 2, and music tech in part 3. So for part 1, please get out the recorders and continue working on any song you want from those sheets I gave you back in term 1. Remember, there are photos in last week's slides of the songs and all the music if you have lost yours. So you can pick one song, 2, 3, something that's at your level that you're enjoying to play, and see if you can get it as close to perfect as you can. So when we come back, you can share that song with us. I've also included a couple more musical visual mind clips. I've put in Mary Had a Little Lamb for those of you who are finding Jingle Bells too challenging. I've left Jingle Bells in there though. Please have a go at it. You'll never know unless you've had a go whether you've got the skills to do it. I'm sure you could get at least half of the song done. I've also put in, for those who want a challenge, Ode to Joy, a link for that one there. There's no preparation clip for that, because I think once you're playing Ode to Joy, we're presuming you know most of the notes. The G, the A, the B, the C and the D, the ones I went over last week. But either way, have a go at whatever of those songs that you wish. And hopefully when you come back, you'll have a recorder song to share with the rest of the grade. Let's move on to part 2. And for part 2 this week, we're doing some more dance. Just the one dance this week, the brown jug polka. Some of you may know it as the heel and toe polka. Shouldn't be too hard. It is a partner dance, so it might be helpful if you can get a family member to join in for this one. Or if not, just use a teddy bear or something like that. I'm hoping the audio file link works. Doesn't matter if it doesn't. Some people are having a bit of trouble. I get a few emails. But if not, just Google Old Brown Jug Polka or Heel and Toe Polka and you'll get a version that you should be able to dance to. Or look it up on Apple Music or Spotify. So I've dug back into the archives from last year and we're going to take a look at a clip from 2020. Hope you enjoy and have a go at the Heel and Toe Brown Jug Polka. Enjoy. Try and do a partner dance called the Heel and Toe Polka, or the Brown Jug Polka is another name it goes by. I've got my lovely, beautiful wife, Joanne, Mrs. Stewart, to help me.
Hi.
Okay, let's walk our way through the dance. So watch carefully with the feet, yeah? We hold hands and we're going to go onto our heel, up on our heel, and then tippy toe. We can do that 3 times. Right, make sure though that when I'm doing my right, you're doing your right too, so we don't kick into each other. Ready? And heel and toe, then we go slide, 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 slide. Then we change feet and go heel and toe, slide the other way. Slide, 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 slide. Great. Then we do 3 right hand claps, 3 left hand claps, some both hand claps, and then 3 on your knees. 1, 2, 3. We spin for 4, 2, 3. Swap arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try it with the music. And heel and toe, slide, 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 slide. Heel and toe, slide, 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 slide. Right hand clap, left hand clap, left hand step. On your knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Heel and toe, slide, 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 slide. Heel and toe. Right hand clap, left hand step. And that's it. Thank you, Mrs. Stewart. Love you dancing. And finally, we're going to take a closer look at Chrome Music Lab. I included the link in last week's lesson. I just wanted you to have a bit of a play with it. But we'll take a closer look on my computer screen and hopefully give you a few ideas of how you can make something that's going to start sounding like an actual real song rather than just making pretty pictures and patterns and hoping for the best. I'm still happy for you to use GarageBand if you're lucky enough to have it, but for now I'd love you to click on the link for Chrome Music Lab Maker and have a bit of a go at creating something that's really starting to sound like an actual song. So let's have a look at the Mac. Okay, so hopefully you've clicked on the link, whether it's your iPad or your computer, and you've got a screen that looks like this, Song Lab or Chrome Music Lab Song Maker. So here's your buttons to control. That's play. You can change your sounds on these two buttons, change the tempo there. Don't worry about the mic. I can show you that back at school. It's a bit strange, that thing. It doesn't really work the way you would imagine. Wouldn't mess with the settings. There's your undo button, and for saving, we can check that out later. So this section here is for making like a melody or a tune. This part down here is your non-tunable percussion, so drums and congas and things like that. So definitely when you're making this, don't just make a pretty pattern, think of bars of music and beats staying in time. So if I was to make a pattern, hopefully I can get something that's going to be resembling a drum beat. I'm going to do, that's the kick, the electronic kick. Let's maybe pop a snare in, maybe second one there. Okay, I reckon that should, oh, that's not in time, that's more like it. Let's see what that sounds like. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a beat. Now I'm going to add in, just to make it more interesting, a couple of double snares. Sounds out of time when you're actually clicking it, but once you stop clicking, you can hear it. Got a beat going on. Remember, change the sound here. Woodblocks aren't too interesting. Kit sounds good. Congas sound good, but I like electronic. So let's go this tuned apart. I'll press stop. So we've done before C major scale. Quickly show you this. G, A, B, C. Don't worry, I know it doesn't say C, but I know that's a C. Just think this bottom line is like middle C on a piano, yeah? Let's just imagine that's a C major scale. Let's have a listen to it. Now, you can make a melody. Good idea with melodies is to keep your steps small. If you have big steps in a melody, it actually doesn't sound like a melody at all. It just sounds like notes. Have a listen. And you sort of lose that melody when you have big spaces. But look, rather than melodies, I would add a melody in last. I'm hoping you've sort of got your head around this C major thing. When you start on a C and you go to the next C up, just it's like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But what I really want you to understand are chords. And when we do our ukulele stuff, this is for the the 5s and 6s. 3, 4s, we do talk about chords a little bit on keyboards, but basically the difference between a chord and a melody is one note at a time, like this. But a chord is when you play more than one note at the same time. So let's have a listen to that chord. You can really hear it. So chords, I might even just make all these chord. You'll notice with chords though, you actually need to have gaps in between. If there's no gap, it will just sound muddy. So all chords have an interval of some sort between them. I wonder what this sounds like. Sounds all right. What I'd love you to do is have a bit of an experiment with some chords. Just build up. Let's see what this sound sounds like. Sounds nice, and I could keep going with that. So have a go at experimenting with chords, with melodies. Wonder if this sounds any good. Sounded all right, although that was an accidental chord, and so was that one. Maybe this is going to sound better. It's got a lot of potential there. Hey, if you want to save your song, you just click on here, right? And you just copy that link, paste your link in wherever you want it, and you're done. But before I go and sign off, I want to show you a little something I prepared earlier. This is one of my previous save ones. I've got my chords down here. I made a little melody. I've used the drum kit for this one. Have a listen to a Song Maker Lab tune, something I prepared earlier. I think it's pretty cool. change the sounds. Strings sound nice too. All the sounds pretty cool. Well, it sounds very good with that. Could make this into a song. Alright, I'm going to keep playing with this, but I better stop this video and sign off on the lesson. Enjoy Songmaker. Alright, so that's it for this week's lesson. I hope you enjoyed Chrome Music Lab. Good luck with that. I'll either see you again online or hopefully back at school. Take care out there.
Hope you enjoy today's STEWY'S music lesson of the week.
Be good.